Hey guys, it's 2018. What are you going to be doing with your voiceover career? Let's get it started. So the big question is this: how do voiceover artists like us who are looking to take our careers to the next level, but don't buy into the claims of needing expensive equipment and demos, start bringing in new clients? How do you follow a clear path to changing your voiceover side hustle into your full-time job and stick it to those that said you couldn't? Those are the questions, and this podcast will give you the answers. My name is Earl Hall, and welcome to In the Booth with Earl Hall, where we know how to grind and don't quit. All right, it's 2018. Welcome, guys. Welcome into 2018. I know this is a surprise. It's a shock. I said I wasn't going to be back until the 2nd of January, but you know what? I got to hit this ground running, right? We got to do this thing and do it right. You know the motto, grind and don't quit. If you're a voiceover artist and you're looking to start, build, and grow a successful voiceover career, this is the spot to be at. Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Started doing this in 2017. Am loving all of the interaction that goes on there. Loving you guys that are watching, commenting, and sharing, and everything like that. So thank you so much for participating this morning, this first day of January 2018 in the live broadcast. It's amazing to me. What's up, Dan? I see you in the house. Glad to have you here. All the folks coming in on YouTube and on Twitter. Obviously, my brand new audience here on Instagram, that I'm going to be doing this now on Instagram Live as well, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. So thanks for being here. 2017 was simply an amazing year. Simply an amazing year. For what I had going on with voiceover, even the voiceover coaching that I've been doing. Extremely proud of a few folks that I've been able to really help get through 2017 and have a very promising 2018 ready to go. It's the first day of January 2018. There ought to be some things in your head right now that you know that you need to do. However it is that you did in 2017, or whatever it is that you accomplished in 2017, that's gone. This is a new year. You're only as good as your last at bat. So starting off today with what you're thinking about to do in your voiceover career, it's got to be with that mentality of grind and don't quit. Done a lot of thinking over the holiday, and I'm hoping everyone has had a great holiday season. Christmas, New Year, Hanukkah, all the holidays. You know, the whole world seems to just take off that last week of the year for those particular holidays. And through those holidays, I was still grinding. You know, I was still up early every morning. I'm still posting. I'm still doing the things that need to be done. What's up, Anthony? Glad to see you in the house. Glad to have you here. Look, today is the 1st, and we know this. Some of you are still stuck struggling, and you're not growing as fast as it is that you want to grow. And there's a couple of things that I need to really make sure that you get into your mind about developing your voiceover career. And this is extremely serious. I've spent the last couple of years watching this industry. I've spent the last couple of years looking at how things go down, per se. It concerns me that so many people are still interested in, quote unquote, the easy button. They think that there's this button that you're going to push. They think that there's this course that they're going to take in order to make their voiceover career blow up. One of the things, and I think this is vitally important, first of all, there is no easy button. And I'm hoping all of us know that, but I don't know that all of us understand that or all of us accept that. The reason why is because every single day we scour the internet looking for the next thing. And I call it a shiny object syndrome is really what I call it. We're looking for that next shiny object that is going to somehow take you from, I'll use Ben Wake's term. On his YouTube channel, he talks about going from 0 to VO. You're looking for this, and you got to check out Ben Wake's channel, by the way, too. Make sure that you do that. Just look him up on YouTube. When you're trying to start a business in anything, and it's not just about voiceover, we scour the internet and we're looking for this, we're looking for that. We're having ads pop up on our screens. We're having ads pop up on our feeds, on our phones, and all of this and that. We're watching pre-roll videos for different things on how we're going to be able to make money. One of the things that I talked about a lot in 2017 is that you can find whatever it is that you want to find, whatever answer it is that you're looking for. You can find that answer on the net. I'm talking about YouTube, I'm talking about Google, whatever. And you can find all of these answers for free. My focus in 2018 is to get you to understand that the answers are there. They're in the courses. Believe me, the answers are in all the courses that you're going to take and all of that. So if you want to pay for a course, what's up, Scott? I see you in there. What's up, Larry? Or Leroy? See you in the house as well. The answers are all there. They're all there for the taking. All of the little groups that you belong to on, let's just say Facebook, and you've joined 5, 10, 20 different voiceover groups, and you're communicating and conversating with other VOs, other VO coaches, and you're asking questions and all of this and that. And there's one thing that disturbs me more than anything else, because I belong to all of these groups that you guys belong to. I just don't participate a lot. I look and I see what's going on, but I don't comment a lot on these different groups. From time to time, I'll share different things that I'm doing. But this is what I notice. You'll belong to 5 to 30 different groups on Facebook that are voiceover groups. And I wrote a blog about this on yesterday as well at stepstovoiceoversuccess.com on how to utilize social media to grow your voiceover business. And I talked about a lot of you because I don't know that you guys know that I see you all over the net. I see you all over the net. I see the questions you ask, and you post the same question in all these different groups. You're stuck, you're struggling on a certain thing. Let's just take one particular thing that I found over the weekend that I thought was rather interesting. A person posted in a group, and I can't even remember what the name of the group was. And they were asking about, hey, there's been an update on Fiverr, and does anyone know anything about the update? And I said, you know what? That's rather interesting that someone would post something like that. It's rather interesting that someone would post asking a question about something that anyone can find the answer to by going to that particular site. In this case, it was Fiverr, and looking on Fiverr and seeing what the updates were. And I get this type of question, and I bring this up because I get this type of question a lot. I'm going to tell you the reason why I'm going through this way. You'll get the gist of why I'm talking the way that I'm talking. I get questions every day, even through the holiday. Earl, how do I do this? What should I do in this scenario? What should I do in this situation? And to be quite honest, I was going to say it's gotten kind of irritating. It's not irritating. It's not even frustrating. It's sad. Because the questions that I get, and I don't know how many times I will have to say this, maybe I'll just stop saying it altogether. That question that you have for me, that question that you have in another VO group on how to do something in Adobe Audition, on how to find something in Reaper, on how to find something in Audacity, or perform a certain function in some sort of software, how to do it. The answers are already there. And I've become to see this as kind of a lazy man's way or a lazy woman's way out of having to do the work. You want someone else to literally do the work for you. The interesting thing about that is in so many cases, even after someone gives you the answer on how to do something, many of you don't go do it. Many of you, and I've seen this, many folks will ask a question today. They'll come back and ask the same question 3 weeks later. And that lets me know they've done no work on their own. Even the people that I coach one-on-one. And a lot of that stuff, as far as how I'm doing some things, is going to be a little bit different from what I've done before. My thing is, why would you waste your time? And I'm calling it a waste of time. Asking a question in a group that you can answer yourself And then, because if you've got the question, believe me, there are other people that have the question too. Make a video on how to do what you wanted to learn how to do. This is in order to bring more awareness to who you are. Now, by the way, if you folks on Instagram that are watching me right now, thank you so much. I appreciate you. If you want to see the full brunt of this video, just go to stepstovoiceoversuccess.com. I'm right on the home screen there. You can get involved in the comments there and you can see the full brunt of the video. You guys are just seeing me. I got a lot of stuff happening on the screen right now. But so if you want to check that out, go ahead and check it out at stepstovoiceoversuccess.com. Now, with all of that being said, and knowing, and if you don't know, I need you to know. If you have any question at all about anything that you're struggling with in building your voiceover business, the answers are there. It just is a matter of you taking the time to look for that answer. And when you discover those answers on your own, they become ingrained. You become more of a master of what it is that you're looking to do. The reason why I'm bringing all of this up is because I need to tell you you're using or utilizing social media too much in one direction, way more in one direction, as opposed to the direction that you ought to be using it. Instead of spending your time on social media in different voiceover groups, and this is mine as well. I've got the group stepstovoiceoversuccess.com. You can go there to get information, all fine and good. Ask your questions, whatever it is that you want to do. But here's where in 2018, you need to start spending more of your time. I'm telling you straight out. Instead of using social media the way that most voiceover artists use it, which is to go and try and find some sort of easy button, and I'm just going to continue to call that, if you're posting a ton of questions every day about how to do this and how to do that, you're trying to press an easy button. You are. As opposed to going out and finding the answers on your own and becoming an authority and actually helping others to do it. You're either a giver or a taker. You're either a giver or a taker in this whole scenario. Now, let's brush that to the side. Let's completely brush that to the side in regards to what it is that you're doing on social media and all these different VO groups. Instead, start making lists of groups on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, using hashtags, whatever it is. In particular, LinkedIn as well. Join groups that your clients are in. Or should I say, your potential clients are in. This is where you need to spend your time. Your time should be 10% in these VO groups, including my own. 90% of the rest of it, outside of you doing actual VO work, if you've got VO work to do or auditioning or whatever, I'm just talking specifically about what you do on social media. 90% of that time needs to be spent joining groups that your clients would be involved in. Very easy to do. One of the hottest industries in voiceover right now is e-learning. Do you know how many freaking e-learning groups there are? Tons. There are tons of them that are out here. E-learning groups between Facebook and LinkedIn, even using hashtags on places like Twitter and on Instagram, which thank you guys on Instagram for tuning in right now. I appreciate you. Join those groups. Listen to the conversations, read the conversations that are going on. Watch the live stream videos that are going on in these groups. Just like you guys come in and you comment on, what's going on. I'm just looking at my live feed from YouTube right now. Good morning, Dan. Good morning, Anthony. Good morning. Happy New Year, Scott Zandis. Good morning, Leroy. Happy New Year. Terry Ferguson, Happy New Year. Brenda Bridges, morning. Why aren't you doing this in groups where your clientele hangs out? It's almost sad to say, because I'm going to be saying the same things and probably doubling down on some of the same things that I said in 2017. I'm going to be saying the same things in 2018. If I never ever made another video, if I never ever made another live stream, anything, if I never made another blog post, whatever, I've given you literally all of the information that you need to grow your business, your VO business. I know I have, because what I've given you is what's enabled me to grow mine. And I've given it all to you. And I will continue to give it all to you. So you don't need to spend time watching me on these live streams. What I think more importantly you would want to do is watch what I'm doing, not what it is that I'm performing here for you on a live stream Monday through Friday. Believe me, I'm glad that you're here, and I'm here to answer your questions. And if you've got them, you can go ahead and post them, and I will take your questions. But spend time where your clients are. Not, and I don't want to badmouth Facebook groups or anything, because I've got one, and all of that. But most of what you see in these groups are people that are asking questions because they don't know, they're newbies. And for the most part, that's all they can do because they're trying to learn. But if you've been following me for 6 months to a year, I don't have anything else to tell you. I really don't have anything else to tell you, because the main part of what I tell you is that this takes a lot of work. If you watch the video that I did, I think right before Christmas was my last live broadcast, wasn't it? Yeah. And I talk about a lot of this, the last couple of videos that I did for the year, and particularly the blog post that I put up on yesterday. This is about you working. And so many times, I think many of us will look at a live stream like this or an informational type video. There's nothing more that I can tell you in regards to building your voiceover business other than to dig in, other than to do the work, like what I'm explaining to you right now. Join the groups of the people that you want to do business with. Where are they hanging out? Well, that takes work to discover. And in 2018, it's going to be a lot deeper for me. It's going to be way more, and I'll go through some of this as we go on in the next couple of weeks, and in particular in some of my live training sessions with my private group. I'm going to be talking about my day and what it is that I'm actually doing, like joining LinkedIn groups. You guys heard me talk about LinkedIn at length towards the end of the year. Did a whole training on LinkedIn. I made it available for free to anyone that wanted to look at it or whatever. I made all of that available. I gave you the farm, literally. I gave you 6 hours of free training. I gave you the farm in regards to everything it is that you can want to know about doing what it is that I'm going to be doing in 2018 to build my voiceover career more so and above and beyond what I've done in 2017. Join and follow. So here's the thing. You guys probably already know about the mailshake strategy, which is kind of in the background running, blah, 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 blah. But what I want to focus in on more now in the new year with everyone is to become laser targeted. Who do you want to work with? Not an industry, the company. Going in on LinkedIn or Facebook or Google or whatever, in particular, LinkedIn makes it a lot easier, especially with the strategy that I showed you to use with Nimble. Go into the make a list. Please make a list. Start doing some research. Make a list of the companies that you want to do work with. When you have that list, go in and find out who that person is that you need to talk to in regards to doing voiceover. The marketing director, the creative director. You'll discover these things, but it's going to take some time. I spent 4 hours on Saturday to discover 2 people in 2 different companies that I wanted to work with. I spent 4 hours doing that on Saturday, just this past. Going into LinkedIn, looking up an industry, and choose the industry. It doesn't matter. You want to get into e-learning? Start looking up e-learning companies. You want to get into explainer videos? Look up explainer video companies. You want to do audiobooks? Never mind LinkedIn, go to ACX. if you want to do TV commercials, radio commercials, then that's even more easy, to be quite honest, because all you have to do is listen. You hear commercials on the radio all the time from different companies in your city, in your state, in your country. You hear these all the time. How easy is it? Let's just go for broke here. How easy is it to go on and say you want to do a commercial for Nike? I'm being completely serious here. You want to do some stuff for Nike? Start looking up the people that work at Nike. Start following the people that work at Nike, in particular the creative directors and the marketing directors and things of that nature. Start discovering where they hang out online, because all of us do. There's this thought, I think, in so many people's minds that people that are at a certain level, like at Nike or something like that, they're not on Facebook, or they're not on Instagram, or they're not on LinkedIn. Gosh darn it, they are. They really are. Now, it's using ninja tactics in order to get close to those people. And I talked about a lot of that in the blog that I wrote yesterday as well. How to use social media to grow your voiceover business. Go in there and discover where they're hanging out. Get involved in their conversations. Not in a weird kind of way, but if you're interested in the same things that you see they're interested in, if they like, the Baltimore Ravens and they're following that and you see all that stuff about, then become a Baltimore Ravens fan. Talk about the players and the Ravens, because if you see them talking about it, then get involved in that conversation because you know what it is that they're interested in. Make a post about, and I'm just giving you an example here, make a post in Twitter about, football season is pretty much over now, but, basketball season. But anyway, you understand what I'm saying. Find out what's going on in the Baltimore Ravens, tag that person on your post, let them see that you're a Baltimore Ravens fan. These are the ninja tactics in order to develop relationships with people that you want to do business with. Because they're already getting the daily emails and, spam stuff on all of these different social media sites. Hey, I'm a voiceover artist. Can you give me some work? They don't want to see that. They don't want to hear that. They really don't. But let's just say you become, quote unquote, friends with someone on Facebook that is the head of Nike, the head of Nike's marketing department, and you start following them on the different social media channels that they're on, and you start hanging out in the places that they're hanging out. See, I'm telling you all of this stuff. Less than 1% of you will do it. So at the end of 2018, when I have these conversations again about how it is that I've been able to develop my business and why it's become so strong, because you don't want to do the work, because you don't want to dig in, or because this takes a long time to do. This takes a long time to do. There's no easy button here. And many of you that are watching me right now will continue to look for the easy button throughout 2018. You're going to see some sort of slick promotion for some coaching course. You're going to see some slick promotion for something to do on your website. You're going to see some slick promotion on all of these things that you think they're going to sell you. Go on and buy it. I give you permission. Go on and buy it. Let it, and you'll be, again, in 6 months from now, you'll still be in the same place that you're in. Any of the information that you need can be found online. On YouTube in particular, YouTube has been my master's degree program for marketing. And I think I've told many of you, I don't sit here and watch voiceover videos. That's not what I do. I listen and follow marketers that are successful. And I see how it is that they're marketing what it is that they do. Here's a big thing that's coming up for me. Left my coffee. Forgot to be drinking my coffee. Now it's not as hot as it was. Big thing for me for this year. You guys have heard me say that my stated goal for 2018 was to help 100 voiceover artists become successful. I can't do it. It is not something that I can do. You know why? Because I can't build the business for you. And I had to come to this understanding with myself that I can't do the work for you. I will give the information for anyone to be successful in 2018 in voiceover, gladly, freely, give you the information on how it is that I've been able to do what I've been able to do. But the only way that 100 people that are watching me are going to become successful in 2018 is if you do the work. There's no other strategy that's involved. There are people that will take your money and know that you're not going to succeed. In 2018, you guys that are involved with my program, Voiceover Domination and Inevitable Immersion Results, some of you, few of you, are doing the work. And it's few, and I know it. Few of you are doing the work. But the ones that are, and it's minuscule compared to the vast amount of people that I actually teach. In 2018, I will not be opening up a coaching program again. I'm going to dig in and help the folks that are already involved. I'd said on my last webinar that the next webinar I do would be at the end of 2018. I'm not doing it. Here's why. I'll give you the reasons. The people that dig in, and I see those people digging in. The people that don't dig in are wasting their time, and they're wasting mine. Week after week, month after month. I'm just being honest here. I cannot help the unhelpable, or the ones that will not take the vast amount of advice and videos that I've created. I created close to 200 videos in 2017 on voiceover and how to do it, how to build the business. That's what I do. Show you how to start, build, and grow a successful voiceover career. Some of you have done it and are doing it. And I applaud you for that, because it is amazing that you're able to do what you've been able to do. The time, and I don't even need to talk about folks that will set an appointment and not show up for their own appointment. So I'm going to be sending out an email to my entire group talking about that. But here's the thing. The time that I spend with you, that I want to focus in with you, means I'm not focusing in on me and my career. So those folks that I see really digging in, I love you guys. I love you guys and gals, and you know who you are. I don't need to call names. You know if you're digging in or if you're not. You know if you're coming up with excuses to not, and if you aren't. You know. So I don't need to call names on that. So what I want to do, I'm going to be documenting more of, and thanks for the hearts. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. All my little girls watching me on Instagram. Hey, sweetie. Love you. Tell mommy I said hey. And EJ. The more time I spend with people that aren't serious, and I know whether you're serious or not, I really, really do. The more time I spend there, that means I'm taking away time from me and my own career to build it. And so I want to focus in exclusively on those that I know are digging in, and I can tell. I see it and I can tell. And I love those folks because they're like-minded and they don't give excuses. They just do the work. They just do the work. And that's all. And the folks that are doing the work are the ones that are seeing the results. And this is across the board in any industry, whether you're freelancer, whether you're starting a startup company or whatever it is. When you dig in and do the work, you win. All right, you guys, I've got a couple more minutes here. If you've got some questions, now would be the time to go ahead and put in your questions for me as well. And I will take a look at those. I'll be back tomorrow. So let me see what's going over here. And by the way, commenting, I'm not on Facebook. Even though I'm live streaming on Facebook, I'm not checking Facebook anymore for comments. It just takes too much. And I want to dig in and get, you guys will notice too, that today I did not do the 5-minute thing before I go live. I just boom, came in and went live. That is how I will be doing it now. I'm here every morning, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. You guys know it. There's no need for me to give a 5-minute clock saying I'm going to be starting in 5 minutes, blah, 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 blah. If you're ready to dig in, we can dig in. So I've used today pretty much to kind of lay out some things that I want to do in 2018 and some things that I won't be doing in 2018. So let's see. If you've got some questions, go ahead and put them in. I'm only looking at questions that are coming in on Instagram because I can see it, and on what is this? YouTube, because it's right here in front of me. I don't want to keep switching screens anymore. So if you got a comment or a question, you got to be watching me on YouTube or you can even put it in on Instagram, but I'm not going to be flipping back and forth screens in 2018. Not doing it. All right. So let's see here. Thanks, Dan, for that comment. Anthony, thank you so much. Lenny, Happy New Year. That's right. Grind and Don't Quit family. Let's see. Lenny says, OMG, I did that last week on LinkedIn. Cool. Corey says, exactly. That's why coaching prices are what they are. Newbies don't understand that the time you use for coaching costs you a new potential client. It does. Tatum, hi, everyone. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you, Tatum. Thank you there. And all right, it doesn't look like any more questions are coming in, and you've had enough time to put in your questions. So let's just go here, and I will do this. There we are. The music is on. So now, guys, I will be here for you Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, as I always am, except we're adding the we're adding the Instagram family into all of this as well. Again, if you want to participate in the chat, you're going to have to be watching me on YouTube from this point forward, or Instagram, just because it's right in front of my face. I don't have to switch screens to do it. Obviously, if you just want to watch on Facebook, you can do that, which is great. And I'll probably look at Facebook later on in the day to try and see what's going on. And maybe if there's a question or two that popped up, then I might answer that. It just won't be live. If you want to get the live experience, the best way to do that is on youtube.com/Earl Hall Studio. You guys have an amazing new year. It's the first day of the year. Thanks for watching me today. Tomorrow, actually today, because I still got work to do, it's all about grind and don't quit. I will see you guys tomorrow. God bless.